Hey y'all, Sunshine Prepper here. I wanted to give y'all a little small tour of my little garden that I have going on. It's not a whole lot and it's kind of messy right now, but I mean it's a work in progress. All right, this right here are my cucumbers, and I planted those from seed, and I'm actually starting to get little cucumbers. Can you see that? That's my first one. So now they're coming up. I have okra that I planted from seed that's got sprouts on them. They got okra stalks, and so those are from seed. These right here are starts that I bought from my local farmer's market. And then this little jalapeno pepper plant, it's kind of, this is like the third and fourth pepper I've got off of it. It's not doing too well. And that pepper plant never produced anything. I have a cherry tomato plant here, and it's doing okay, not real well. I have this little pepper plant that I've bought and got going. It's got some buds on it. There's one of my tomato plants that I've gotten some tomatoes off of that I put in the freezer because it wasn't enough to do anything with yet, so I'm kind of just collecting them until I can get enough to make some spaghetti sauce or whatever I decide to make with it. I've got a few more tomato plants out. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more tomato plants going here. This is like a beefsteak tomato plant, and then I have a cherry tomato plant, and then a sunshine sugar. I got beefsteak, and then let's see, big boy hybrid, and then some sun sugar. That's what this one is right here in the cage, and it's got a bunch of little buds on it, so I'm real happy about that. I've got, this is right here, looks like really healthy. It's a red bell pepper, and it's got several buds on it, so I'm excited for that. The other two that I had died. And then I've got some corn here planted, if y'all can see that, and I planted those from seed, so those are coming along quite nicely. And as you can see, I have marigolds and petunias all around my tomato plants because those are good with helping keeping the bugs away. And then and this right here is a cherry tomato plant, and it's got a lot of little tomatoes on it. I'm excited for that one because I love cherry tomatoes. And then over here, this is a black cherry tomato plant, and it wasn't doing so well, and then all of a sudden it's got all these little tomatoes on there, so that's good. And then right here I planted some small sugar pumpkins, so these are looking quite nice, and there's a bunch of buds on there. See that? I don't know if I got it where you can see it, but there you go, there it is. So those are coming along nicely, and these were planted from seed. So yeah, I'm excited for this. This is the first time I've gone out like this for vegetables. Usually I just try to do a few tomato plants, but and then of course I got this big old hole where I had a tomato plant that just kind of died, just died. It did okay, and that's where I got most of my tomatoes from. But then I had a real bad storm when I went out of town, and it got knocked over in the storm and just didn't survive it. So but yeah, that's what I got going on, and I came out here yesterday and I did a bunch of weeding because this little area was like an afterthought after I started, and then I was just decided to go big. And in Florida, a lot of our dirt is sand, is mixed with a lot of sand. So and we got all these crazy kind of weeds that grow, and I'm not sure what they're called, but they're a pain in the rearage. But I just love my little cucumbers. There's flowers all over them, so they should start coming up soon. Excuse me. And then I got a Latania planted near the cucumbers in a pot because the Latanias are good for helping keep the bugs off the cucumbers. So that's my little garden tour, and I also have one more something to show you. This right here. I bought this pepper plant at Walmart probably, I don't know, about a month or so ago, and it's a expert gardener plant. And when I got it, like a week after I got it, I was able to cut, because it had so many buds on it, I was able to cut off probably about 20 to 25 jalapenos. And I've had it sit out here, and I want you to look at all the peppers that I have coming out. And I'm gonna have to come up here and trim them up again. This little these are like probably 3 or 4 pepper plants in one bucket, and it's just growing like crazy. And I dig that because I like to make salsa, so I'll have lots of jalapenos for my salsa mix. But that's what I wanted to show you today. And we just got a little bit of rain, so I had to wait till it stopped raining so I could come out here and do this. But I wanted to show you what I had going on, though it ain't much. I got a little bit of something, you know, trying to sustain myself. And last Saturday, I spent like 8 hours out here in the yard, and I got my elephant ears covered up, and they're expanding out. And I forget what the name of this plant is, but I just love it. It has come back for the last 3 years, and it gets bushier and bushier, and it's extending out into the rest of the little flower bed. I'm trying to make my backyard a little garden oasis. So but anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for stopping by. If you would like this video, it helps me. Share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.